from our past. Sometimes.
Oh, thank you, folks. Thank you very much. Yes, no, thank you. Yes, beautiful. Thank you so much. Yes, no, it's okay. I'm here next week. Well, what a welcome! The applause and the music, and geez, am I a lucky guy today? Welcome aboard, folks. It's another session of Humpday with the Down Under cruises, and yeah, Ilana's not here today, as usual. Wednesday evening is her day off. First of all, in the stream with us, we've got G'day, Michael Ann. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Followed very closely by Lorraine. Welcome aboard, folks. Nice to have you on board. Hey, you know what? There's been a couple of variations happening this week. What a week! What a week! What a week! It feels like it's bloody Friday already. Man, we started off on Monday. Actually, on Saturday, we started off by booking a cruise with the Radiance of the Seas on Royal Caribbean. Only to find out that, yes, well, the ship had been pulled, hadn't it? G'day, Kenny. How you going, buddy? Nice to have you on board. Thank you for the raid. Thank you so much. So, as I was saying, Royal Caribbean decided to pull the cruise and actually run it out of, I think it was New Orleans or somewhere around there. Anyway, at any rate, well, Radiance of the Seas loss is the Grand Princess's gain, because we uploaded that booking and moved it on to the Grand Princess, which actually we're not too upset about, because we already have been doing some cruising with the Grand Princess, and it is an awesome ship. It's got somewhere in the vicinity of 2,600 passengers with about 1,400 crew. There's Burjo, my mate. Burjo, g'day from Burjo, the microwave, pot plant, and Hills Hoist. Not in any particular order. Mate, that's pretty cramped in there. Maybe you want to just give the Hills Hoist a bit of a chance to have a spin, or maybe even a bit of a breeze in the air. Anyway, at any rate, we're now booked on the Grand Princess, and what made this so exciting is that we'd already organised between my sister and I, we'd already organised that my parents would have a go on the Radiance of the Seas. But the good news is they are coming with us on the Grand Princess. Interestingly enough, it'll be my mum and dad's very first cruise. Dad is 85, mum is 82, turning 83. And that will be their very first cruise on board a cruising ship of any sort. So we're really excited to give them the opportunity of coming on board with us and possibly giving them the time of their life. It is a cruise that goes from Melbourne up through to Sydney, stopping at a place called Eden Midway. So as we get closer to that cruise, we're going to give you some more ideas, pointers about exactly what's going on with the cruise. Well, if it isn't Ravisha Suda, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It was great to see you the other day, and thank you so much for popping back in. Dave is saying they will love it, mate. Age is a number. Yes, it certainly is. And I know they're going to love it. They're going to have an awesome time. Dave also says that Edom is an awesome place. Yes, it is actually quite a pretty place. Both Ilana and I, when we went on the Sun Princess, it was sailing out of Sydney going up to the South Pacific. We actually spent some time in Eden and a couple of other places en route, but Eden we stopped in, and it was absolutely exquisite. Just having a look out over the water there, I think that the parents will have a great time. We're hoping to get a bucket load of people to come and join us. It will make it memorable for mum and dad, whether it's just us or hopefully my sister and her kids will be able to come along with us. But that'll be awesome. time with friends is a time with family is priceless. I think we got that lesson taught to us last weekend with Papa Mozo. So we are feeling very, very excited about the fact that we're going with Mum and Dad and spending quality time with them. Thank you, Ravisha. Nice to have the thumbs up. Dave, what are you saying, buddy? Burjo's saying Whaling Town, look out those leaving the ship from the buffet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, you know, I'm actually going on a diet so that I can actually walk on the ship without actually eating anything and put on 50 kilos. But hey, Nick, how you going, buddy? Nice to have you on board from your work hotel in Rochester. Wow. So you're kind of making the move, right? Another location to work from. Stream Elements are saying, welcome to Humpday with the Down Under Cruises. Please support our channel so that we can support the Helping Hands for Cruising. Yes, folks, Helping Hands for Cruising is the charity we set up so that we could help people who, for one reason or another, are unable to cruise. And so we're giving them the opportunity to certainly join us and cruise. So we're going to be having the most awesome time. It'll be nice for us to get back onto another princess ship. In fact, it'd be nice for us to get on any goddamn ship for that matter. Let me see. Nick is saying that he's always on a diet, a seafood diet. Mate, you speaking my language. Kenny is saying good morning to the Down Under Cruisers, to everybody else that's been in there, and anybody missed that in the chat that didn't get tagged. Thank you for that, Kenny. I bet you're doing two things at once again. One, running your own live stream, and two, moderating on ours. So awesome, mate. Thank you very much. Burjo is saying the only thing that doesn't put on weight on a cruise ship is the anchor. Yeah, mate, that's the only thing that drops, that sinks. I think that's funny. A couple people saying g'day to each other, so that's awesome. Yes, so like I said before, our last cruise was. I'll give you a heads up. I'm just going on to Shipmate here, because Shipmate will tell me when we went on our last cruise, and I can tell you it wasn't last week. Our last cruise. Hang on, I need these deadly weapons. Our last cruise was 1,499 days ago. Nearly 1,500 days ago. Can you believe it? That is like bloody ages. So, Shipmate's going to get the Grand Princess cruise on there as well. So, awesome. Absolutely awesome. But in the meantime, we have a cruise going in October. Okay, so let's see what Kenny's saying. Nick is saying that this town is home of the Mayonnaise Clinic. I mean, the Mayo Clinic. Yep. Mayonnaise. I bet you that was spell check, right? Blame it on spell check. Yes, so we've got a cruise coming up on the 15th of October, to which our first recipient, the Helping Hands for Cruising first recipient, a young man by the name of Mr. Kenneth Oakes, a.k.a. Fordman, a.k.a. Sir Kenneth Oakes, will be partaking in his very first cruise. Now, actually, quite funnily enough, folks, we get associated with a bunch of firsts, because the group cruise happening in October will be our first to the US, our first cruise on a carnival ship, our first cruise to Florida. It'll be Kenny's first cruise on the ship. It will be Mark Land's first cruise, I believe. Eric B's first cruise. I think there's going to be about 6 or 7 people on our group cruise who have not actually had a chance to cruise yet. So it's going to be an exciting group cruise, and hopefully Shelley Ellsworth, Papa Mozo's wife, she will be with us, joining us on board ship. So that'll be awesome if she can. Um, Ravisha, just to give you a heads up, no, I haven't traveled. We have not traveled it. Both Ilana and I, we've not had the experience of traveling Cunard, not even on the Queen Mary 2. So that is a bucket list cruise. Kenny is saying that he shared out the live on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you, mate. Really appreciate that. In fact, Kenny, we would love any assistance we can get, because right now we're sitting on 444. We would love to get to 500 so that we can actually have our own community tab. So whatever you can, mate, we would greatly appreciate it. Okay, so moving on from there, Berjo is saying, see, this will be an adventure like no other. Not only do you have seasoned cruisers, but first timers. This will be an awesome mix of wonderful people. Mate, the only negative thing about the cruise is that you're not on it. Now, let me just give you a quick heads up on this cruise and what's it all about, so that, mate, you could, perchance decide to join us. Here we go. Oh, sorry. Yes, right. We're back to normal now. Yes, folks, there are a few people there that it's going to be a first. And you know what? It's everybody's first, because it's the first time anybody on that side of the pond is going to be cruising with us. So, we're all a bunch of virgins one way or the other. At any rate, Michael Ann is agreeing it is her first cruise. It's Ravisha is saying that was nice. Dave is saying, Michael Ann, you are in for the absolute time of your life. Be very excited. She doesn't need to be. She is already, I can tell you now. Well, we've got Cruise Control Travel Central. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here, guys, from Texas. Well, that's cool. Good morning. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. It's the first time. Or unless you've gone and changed your name in one way or another. But welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. There's my mate Ian. How you going, buddy? Nice to have you on board. Welcome aboard. It's been ages since we've seen you. I hope everything's going well, the family's well, and you've recovered from having to do backstroke. Yes, we were just saying a little earlier on that as of Saturday, Ilana and I had booked a cruise on the Radiance of the Seas, only to find out by Monday that it had actually been pulled. And so we have then now transferred our cruise onto the Grand Princess, and we're looking forward to that one. Hey, Ian, have you had the privilege of sailing on the Grand before? And if you have, give us some pointers. We're taking my mum and dad on their very first cruise, and they're going to be joining us on that group cruise. So Ian is saying, all is good, thanks. Just busy with the family. Fantastic. Hope everybody is well. Yes, so that'll be their very first cruise, just like our very first cruise in the US is going to be in October. So we've got a busy couple of months on happening. So if we were to put numbers to it, the group cruise is in 205 days. Yes, can't wait. Can't wait. And the Grand Princess cruise that we're on is in 369 days, so just a little bit longer. Okay. Burjo, Ian has been on that many princesses. He's a king. Now, I want to know, is he a near king or a... Ian, how you going? Great. No, you haven't been on her yet. Well, you know what, mate? On the 28th of March, 2023, the cruise is going from Melbourne to Sydney with a stop in Eden. So come on down, check us out, have some time with us, and then jump on the cruise with us. You never know. You might be with some strangers here. Yes, so we're definitely looking forward to that opportunity, meeting up. And also the good news is, being an Australian cruise, you know what, guys? We're cruising. Cruising is back. It's awesome. Yes, Ian, you have made Burjo understand something here. You only have one princess in your life, but you sailed on many. Oh, no, wait a minute. Oops. I didn't want to open my mouth to change feet, but I think I already have. Burjo is saying, funny, we can do a cruise countdown 600 days out, and when we get to terminal, cannot wait, in line 5 minutes to board. Yeah, you know what? You are right. It's the excitement. It is the excitement that gets you going. And so any way that you can get on a cruise is fun. I mean, look at this. Australia has been shut down for 2 years. At the moment, people are talking about sailing out of Brisbane and Sydney. We haven't heard anything about Melbourne. So, yeah, come on, Ian. You and that lovely wife of yours, come on. You and Sandy, come and join us. 28th of March, 2023, sails in. It's a Tuesday. Sails into Sydney on a Friday, and then party the rest of the weekend. Yep, 28th of March is the date for the cruise. Yes, so it's going to be a really, really great cruise for us. In fact, now that cruising is coming up, this is going to be good. Ian, you go, we go. There's an official challenge. Wow. Wouldn't this be awesome? Burjo versus the Ubers. Come on board, guys. There's going to be plenty of room. It's 2,600 passengers. We haven't gotten past 6 months yet. So come on, get on with it. That makes it even better. It's Ian's birthday. He'll look into it. So when's your birthday? April or March? Come on board. It's going to be an absolute... No, Dave, mate, please do not bake the cake, because I know what's going to happen. It's going to mess up the microwave and the Hills hoist is going to spin forever. Mate, why don't you leave it to Sue to bake? That would be much better. 25th of March. I'm going to put that in my diary. Ian, come on down and celebrate birthday in Melbourne. Yeah, it's close enough. Celebrate your birthday in Melbourne. That'd be awesome. Stream Elements is saying that we'd like to thank all who have donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. Okay, Burjo. Microwave cake with green plant topping and plastic peg decorations. Mate, it's not St. Patrick's Day. It's a cruise. And all it is Ian's 25th birthday. So come on. Be nice. OMG. Oscar Mike Golf. What a crazy... Okay. So, yes. So we'll have the Uber Cruisers, the Burgesses on board. God help... and the Ornellises as well. God help Princess. Seriously. Are we going to go nuts? Yeah. Oh, well. Certainly looking forward to the opportunity. Yeah, sounds like something you would bake. Good one, Ian. Hey, listen. Don't give Dave any encouragement. The last time I heard him say anything about the... oh, yeah, that's right. The last time I heard him say anything about baking a cake, the microwave went into a total meltdown. So Michael Ann has a very good point. Happy 25th birthday there, Ian. Coming up fairly shortly, 2 days' time, mate. So happy birthday if we don't speak to you before Saturday. Friday night in the US. Bail money required. Yup, sure do. Sure do, mate. Especially considering Princess are going to be spending a bit of time trying to bail us out of Eden. No, well, it's okay. We can get out. It's okay. Yes, so that's going to be our next cruise now. So now we've got a couple of countdowns. I would love to see... Hang on. I got to show you this. Share screen. Let's see if I can share it. Okay, we're not going to do that right now. Let me see if I can do this. Do a window. That's the one I want. Let's see if it works. Okay. It's not letting me do it. That's fine. We'll just continue. It's okay. It's only... I was just going to show you a countdown, but I'll get that all sorted later on. Particularly seeing as this program will not let me share screens at the moment. So we'll get there. Anyway, so let's see. Burjo is saying that dwarf detention, Ian can be the mean giant. Well, okay, he's a bit taller than you. Michael Ann, what happens on the cruise stays... Well done, Michael Ann. Well done. You've said it. We just got to worry about the paparazzi spreading their word. Hopefully they don't, but that's okay. Everything should be fine. We think. Hang on, we're talking about Burjo here. We hope everything should be fine. So, tell us, folks, who's got a cruise coming up? I know that a few of you are doing the group cruise, but how many of you? What other cruises have you got going? I know, Ian, you've got something going up towards. I think you got a transatlantic, haven't you? Ian is saying thanks. A bit of a giggle and a thanks for that comment. So I don't know whether it's the happy birthday or the the what goes on what happens on the cruise stays on the cruise. So we'll see. But yes, so who's got what happening on board ship? Um, Dave is saying that he played up using that logic. It doesn't work. He got thrown overboard. Um, which overboard did you get thrown off, Burjo? I hope it wasn't the bad one. Because I know what you're like when it comes to swimming. You grab onto the microwave to keep you afloat. Just saying, just saying. Well, if it isn't the astute tourist, welcome aboard. Stopping by quickly to say hello and good morning while getting ready for work. Mate, thank you so much for stopping by. Listen to us on the way into work. I think you will enjoy. We're having an awesome time today. We're talking about cruises coming up because Australia is now open for cruising as of the 17th of April. So, yes, we've got some big cruises coming up. And so for us, for starters, we've got we've got the Carnival Horizon happening in October, and then we've got a new cruise which Dave Burjo wants to call a group cruise, where we're trying to get this. We've got a cruise happening in March of next year, and then we're trying to organise a Christmas cruise or New Year's cruise, whichever comes first. Round about 24, 25 New Year's. That's the one we're looking at. So Burjo wants to say, let's get this group cruise going. You will need to arrange it, buddy, get cabins, etc. Well, we will be working on it. The 24-25 cruise, we're just waiting on an itinerary that suits to come out, and then we can go from there. Ian is saying, I have just realised a problem with this 3-day cruise. Grandbaby number 4 is due in 2 days. His birthday. That means in 12 months' time, he or she will be turning 1. Don't think Sandra would like that. Mate, bring them on the cruise with you. Jeez. Do I have to think of everything? All right, Burjo, where is the lovely Heather? That, my friend, is an incredibly good question, and that you've got to ask the lady Heather herself. Burjo to Ian, she can call you from land and tell you. Exactly. Actually, wouldn't it be a nice birthday present if the young'un came on your birthday? Wouldn't that be? And then you could celebrate your birthday in Sydney before you actually get on the group on the I'm calling it a group cruise already. Before you get on the cruise on the 28th of March. How would that be? Just tell your kids to hurry up and have them. It's the 23rd now, so 2 days' time. We'll see how we go. Okay, so, oops. Stream Elements has decided, Melon has decided to do a couple of things on its own. Okay, Ian is saying, having a bit of a giggle there, which is fine. That's cool. Like it when you giggle. This is interesting, folks. We've got 11 in the chat, and I'm looking and I'm noticing 0 thumbs. That's interesting. Would like more if we can. That would be awesome. All right, now we've got this other guy's favorite song I've got to play because this is what's going to be happening on the group cruise in October. This young man is certainly going to be being number 1 in the stakes. He'll be the most sought after bachelor on board ship by the name of AKA Mr. Kenneth Oakes.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with helping hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be a notion that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising. Making your dream a reality.
Yes, what an awesome piece of music, and thank you very much, FatMat Adventures, for putting that together. It is unbelievable. Him and his wife, basically, it's them singing in it, and they've certainly made us. Well, it's a force to be reckoned with to have a song like that and not be moved enough to get things happening. Now, Burjo, my friend, you are right, because while the Helping Hands song was playing, I did refresh my YouTube, and I do notice that there are 11 thumbs up, so I must be the Taswegian. Even though I do have a South African accent, I'm sorry. You can't hold that against me. Michael Ann loves the music, and let me tell you, it is the best piece of music I've heard in a long while. And thank you, Kenny, for FatMat Adventures details, folks. Share some love with FatMat. Let him know that you appreciate it. He has certainly done us very proud by putting that piece of music together. Okay. So, young Mr. Kenneth Oakes is going to be joining us on the Carnival Horizon. Man, I think we're going to get close, very close, to start inviting people who have booked for our group cruise and are joining us on that group cruise. So we're going to invite them up, and we're going to start doing some chats with them, and we'll be having some good discussion. Now, Dave, you must be blind because we just had 2 videos go out in the last couple of weeks. So we are putting some more up fairly shortly. A couple of things that we are passionate about that we're going to be talking about. One of them is doing CPR, and the other one is part of the planning process. So there will be a couple of things coming up in the series on the way to Carnival Horizon. One of the things we're going to be talking about is actually for those that are not Americans, what you do about getting money. So there we go. Especially when we're talking about exchanging dollars. That becomes a really interesting topic. Quick question here. Ian is asking, Burjo, weren't you booked on the Radiance of the Seas next year? And yes, that was a bit of a shock. Burjo is saying blind. I've asked my Labrador; he didn't see them either. Okay, your Labrador must need to be able to read Braille, my friend. Burjo, yes, mate. Crash and burn. Unfortunately, the Royal Caribbean company decided that Australia did not need to see the radiance of the seas, even though it had booked passengers on board. What it did need to do was go to New Orleans. In fact, our TA just rang us this afternoon on the way home from work to say that the ship had been cancelled, and we already knew anyway, because what is YouTube all about? It likes to chat very quickly, and everybody knows. Get into the right channels, and everybody can tell you before you even know. So there we go. Yes. So our next run will be on the Carnival horizon. In fact, we'll be heading out of Ian, you tell him, better jump ship and move to Princess. Absolutely. A very nice cruise line. I do like them. But then again, we haven't experienced anybody other than Princess. We've done 2 Princess cruises, and now we're coming up to doing our first Carnival cruise, and see how we go. Anyway, so what can I say? It's been a very tumultuous week. As I say, we'll be putting some guest appearances on, and that will be great. And Dave agrees that having some guest appearances of fellow cruisers will be awesome. So we're going to start running that maybe within the next 2 weeks, as soon as daylight saving goes out of Australia. And that's due to happen on the 3rd of April, Sunday the 3rd. So as soon as that happens, we'll then be able to get more people, some of the fellow cruisers on board. So that's going to be awesome. I really love the opportunity to be able to learn about the people we're cruising with, and to find out a little bit about their background and what got them into cruising in the first place. We had a lovely chat with Gordon and Alison Larsons from Let's Go Travel Tips on our Tuesday, your Monday evening, those of you across the pond. Had an awesome chat with them, and it was excellent. Wash your mouth out, Dave. Them is fighting words, mate. Seriously. I mean, let's put things into perspective here. You had 2 cruises booked on the Radiance, and both of them were pulled out from under your feet. You're telling Ian to wash his mouth out. Mate, swap to Princess. What can I say? Ian is saying, like Celebrity Hell, Princess of course, haven't been impressed with RCI and Carnival. However, to be fair, both ships were old. Okay. Burjo's saying, I can say one and all, Sean, when you meet him, initially it's scary, but you come away feeling relieved in a happy way. Hang on, is that before or after you leave me? Thank you for that, mate. Really appreciate those words. Burjo's saying it's like having a toothache and he's the dentist. Oh, seriously. Dave? Dentists and I have a really good relationship. I don't see them, and they don't see me. But then again, I'll see them if I have to. Truth of the matter, folks, never had a filling. Never lost a tooth. Ilana will tell you what you can eat after the extraction. Yeah, she does. She tells me what I can eat before the extraction. She even tells me how to eat it. Slowly. She reckons I eat too quickly. Yeah, well, she can reckon. What can I say? Folks, anybody cruising? Let us know. Give us an idea. If you are a creator, please put hashtag create in the chat. If you are a supporter, hashtag support. If you are an anything else, hashtag whatever else, and let people get to know you a little bit more. Yeah, that's about it. All right. Now, the next step is enjoying our cruises to come. So for us, the Carnival is on in 205 days, and the Grand Princess is on in 369 days. So, 369 days, 21 hours and 49 minutes. The Carnival is 205 days, 19 hours and 19 minutes. So there you go. All right, let's go from here. Burjo is hashtag clueless but happy. I like that. That's cool. Michael Ann is hashtag creator, hashtag supporter. Folks, if you haven't heard of any of these people, please go out and check them out. Lorraine, hashtag creator. All right. Ian, we just had to change our MSC cruises in October because MSC had moved one of the ships out of the Med. We've booked what I think is 2 better cruises, so now looking forward to that. So what are you going on? Let us know. Give us an idea. You say they're better cruises, so give us an idea. And by the way, folks, you really want to be watching the Uber cruises when they've got with their videos. Ian and his beautiful wife Sandra are really good at putting out some really exciting stuff. Take you around the ship and give you a good clue about what you're on. All right, Burjo is hashtag don't check me out. It's depressing. Really? You're not depressing. Oh, it's depressing. Sorry. Kenneth is saying hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, and hashtag multitasker, and hashtag multi-streamer. Mate, I don't know when you get time to sleep. Actually, you don't sleep. Let's think about that. Kenny's sleep is going on his own live and shutting his eyes while everybody else takes over and talks. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, next step, waiting on a few more of you to actually tell us when you're cruising. That would be exciting. I know there's some people hiding in the chat there that are not, well, hiding in the wings watching and not in the chat. Come on board, say something. Tell us what you think. One of the things that we do want to do is 2024-25. We're trying to look for an itinerary that will do, say, Christmas out of Sydney and be back into Sydney for the fireworks. So that's going to be awesome. Yeah, there we go. Kenny's agreeing. He hasn't been to bed yet. Oh, jeez, Kenny. You worry me. You seriously worry me. Ian is saying that he's going on the MSC Grandiosa and the MSC Magnifica. That is going to be awesome. Those will be out of the US or they European cruises? Michael Ann is saying that she can't wait for her first cruise in October. Lorraine is saying that she almost fell asleep on his live tonight. Yeah, that's easy. Does Kenny own a bed? Dave, man, that's a really good question. I don't think he does. I think he only owns a chair that he sits in, and that's the one he sleeps in. I mean, seriously. Now, Burjo, when are your cruises? What have you got on your cruise list? Ian is Dave is saying to Ian, be interested to see your thoughts, Ian. We had a couple booked, but you know what happened. Very good prices. Yeah, they get to be very good prices, especially when they don't go. Stream Elements again is saying, welcome to Humpday with the Down Under Cruises. Please support our channel so we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. Well, what can I say? Exciting times ahead. The federal government is saying, yes, go ahead and cruise. The state governments are busy setting themselves up. So we'll see how we go. All right, Burjo going from Hawaii to Sydney. That's a repositioning cruise, I think. And New York to Bahamas at this stage. Now the other two bit the dust. Repositioning, they would be repositioning on Carnival. Dare I say it? Ian is saying that both are out of Genoa in Italy. Grandiosa is Western Med, and Magnifica is 11 nights to the Canary Islands, Spain, Morocco, and some other ports. Ian, you didn't have the issue of going anywhere near the St. Petersburg in Russia, did you? Hopefully you didn't have that. And if anybody has, how has your cruise line compensated you? Have they put in place another another port to go to? Let's have a look. Burjo is going Carnival. Come on, mate. Loyal to Royal, Ovation of the Seas, and the Anthem of the Seas. Oh, yeah, that's right. The Ovation is coming down. But you know what, Burjo? I think your loyalty is starting to wane, shall we say. Ubers, Ian saying they went to St. Petersburg back in 2015. Mate, question, was it all that it was cracked up to be? How did you enjoy St. Petersburg? I ask because my son's mother comes from there, and she took my son there. It would have been about, I think it was 2015 as well, maybe a bit later, 16 or so. No, he finished school. Yeah, it would have been about 2020. Yeah, maybe 2020 they went. No, just before, 18. Around about 2018, they went into St. Petersburg and he stayed there a bit with her, and it was great. I'm just curious as to what your thoughts were. Dave is saying St. Petersburg is an awesome place. You walk on pedestrian crossing and they try and run you over. And if you survive, the pickpockets get you. Mate, life in Russia is really hard, you know. They've got to go in and fight the Ukrainians to try and get a living. So I don't know, you know. Yes, the entire Baltic cruise was great on the Regal Princess, and we stayed overnight in St. Petersburg, went to the ballet and saw Swan Lake. Well, that would have been awesome, watching the Russian ballet do their bit. Was it the St. Petersburg troupe, or was it some other company that did it? Some ideas, because if we can find an itinerary, great. But I'm asking some ideas for you on the Christmas group cruise. We're looking at either a cruise that goes up the coast of Australia up through to Barrier Reef. Alternatively, one that goes to the South Pacific, including places like Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia, and or the last option is a cruise that goes to New Zealand. Any of those would be great. Burjo is saying, Ian at Swan Lake, please want a pic of that. Ian is saying, guess they were Russian. Yeah, no kidding. Burjo is voting for New Zealand. Yeah, that New Zealand is an awesome cruise, especially when it circumnavigates. So you'll go into places like Milford Sound, go down to Port Chalmers, which takes you into Dunedin, which is the university city, then up through to Tauranga and Gisborne, and then up north to Wellington. And then final destination, you might even go into the Bay of Islands, and then final destination is Auckland. Absolutely beautiful. And then back into Sydney. Lorraine is looking at Fiji. I know Ilana would love to go to Fiji because that is her where she was growed up, so to speak. There we go. Ian is saying that he actually was crook as a dog in St. Petersburg and spent the second day on the ship while Sandra explored the city. You had to stick to a ship tour or go through the hassle of getting a visa. Really? Wow. That's interesting. Well, I know the Russians are a bit nutty. They do things in interesting ways. So, yep, I can understand that one. Well, folks, I'm pretty much out of chat, and I know that most of you are kind of like waking up or trying to not fall asleep. And those of us this side of the pond are getting ready to spend our final drinks and so forth with the family. So I'm going to take that opportunity and bid you all a good evening. We hope that you guys will have an awesome night and an awesome week left to go. Hang on a second. Burjo's saying to Ian to write the excursion. We got a bus tour. They dropped us off and left us. You cannot get off without evidence of an excursion. Interesting. Michael Ann wishing us a good one. Yes, folks, have a good one. Have an awesome day, those of you that are waking up. Have an incredible evening, those of you who are hitting the hay. We'd like to thank you for coming on board, and we shall catch you on the other side of the pond on Friday night. And those of you on this side of the pond, we shall catch you on Saturday at 1 o'clock. Have a great day. Catch you later, and love to all. Bye now.